Hello and welcome to the Football Humans. We are regular member down, Mr. John Berry, was so annoyed with Scott Brown and he's had an aneurysm and just he can't be with us this week. Nah, he's not feeling too good, so get well soon, Bazat. But joining me today, Mr. Andrew Wragg, hello, is opposite Mr. Michael Felton.
Hello.
And we've got a little guest, it's Gavin, and you're going to have to help me with your surname, Gavin.
I don't think it's needed.
Just Gavin.
Gavin.
And we're with Gavin. So
It's Gavin.
Take that. Honestly, it's just way easier.
tell the listeners your surname.
Nyana Kulendran.
Good surname.
Nice
There
one.
you go.
Good
There you go.
surname.
I'm glad I didn't attempt to say it. Anyway.
How much would that cost you to get it on the back of your shirt?
It's an extra £14.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you ever had a name on the back of your shirt?
Never. The limit's 12 letters.
Yeah.
Mine's 14.
You'd have to knock a couple out.
Yeah.
Have you ever had anyone on the back of your shirt? Any other name?
Just Salah. Salah was the first player name that I've had.
Recently?
Because I used to not want player names because I don't want to get attached to a player. They're going to leave. But then I just got really attached to the whole Salah
Is that
from
with
last
your mum
season.
and your hair on as well?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think he's the first, kind of, yeah.
We should say he is a Liverpool fan. Just
Yeah, I was going to say, welcome, a Liverpool fan. It's great to have you on the podcast. So, kick off. We always sort of like talk to guests in terms of their team and like how did you kind of start supporting Liverpool? How did they become your team?
So my dad was a Liverpool fan. So that,
seems
you
to be
just
where a
kind
lot
of
of
get.
people support
you
teams.
kind of
That seems to be a
yeah.
regular thing when
It
you
does,
say
yeah.
this. Yeah.
But I don't think it was like I wouldn't consider myself a glory hunter because the last 20 years.
You haven't won anything.
Exactly. We were
Champions League side,
best day of my life.
Yeah.
And then even the FA Cup was. We've been involved in some amazing cup finals.
Yeah. How old were you when you won the Champions League?
I was 12.
12, nice.
It makes me feel old.
Yeah.
Very old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the end of year 7. And
So was that the best match you've ever seen? Liverpool match?
yeah.
Like, on telly or live, anything? Best.
Everything, yeah, just story. You just couldn't believe it.
Wow.
I remember half time, just everyone in my house just praying, and then just couldn't believe it.
Has anything ever come close to that?
I'm sure. Yeah, Dortmund, the Dortmund game when Lovren came on and
Scored that header.
yeah. That was
the battle of the Never Walk Alones.
It was, yeah.
They both
It
sing it,
was,
don't they?
yeah.
Both sing it, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your favourite football chant, Gavin? Or song?
Yeah.
You know, Walk Alone? Got to be.
So I love the new Virgil van Dijk one.
What's that?
Yeah, that's good.
It will pass the ball. I can't.
Come on.
Yeah, no.
You're doing so well. Got Wragg, help him out.
I'll come back to it.
Okay. You do it at the end for us.
I would.
Yeah. You could just say it.
You don't have to shout it, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to chant it, Gavin.
He's our centre half. He's our number 4. Watch him defend, and we watch him score. He'll pass the ball, come as you like. He's Virgil van Dijk. He's Virgil van Dijk.
Lovely rendition, I've got to say.
Thank you.
Lovely rendition.
Right.
Luis Garcia. Love that song. Maxi Rodriguez.
We don't talk about Luis
We don't
Garcia.
talk about Luis Garcia. Oh, yeah. Oh, my bad.
It's one of the names you're not allowed to say. It just starts that debate all over again.
That's not alright.
What's Maxi Rodriguez's? Chap, I don't remember that. What did he have?
Maxi Rodriguez runs down the wing for. It's the simplest chant ever, but I just used to like it because I remember. Yeah,
he had so much promise, Maxi Rodriguez, but never really kind of hit. Do you think we've had quite a few flops at Liverpool?
I wouldn't consider him a flop because he was like in his late 20s, and he gave us he scored a hat trick against Fulham, I think. That's what I remember him for, because it was my birthday and
that one.
he scored.
He scored a hat trick.
Yeah, and I'll never forget him for that.
The birthday hat trick.
For me, Aquilani is the biggest Liverpool flop.
Yeah,
Have you got anyone that can top Aquilani?
What about Markovic? He's got to be close, isn't
Markovic, not
yeah,
really
he's quite bad because he just never played for us.
Yeah, Suso, even though he's storming it now, and everyone seems to want him.
Yeah, he
did
never
nothing
played
at
for
Liverpool.
No, it was absolutely
Didn't get
rubbish.
Quite a few. Aquilani hurt because everyone kind of tried to forget about the pain of Alonso and thought, Aquilani's he's going to be even better because he can score more goals. And then he was just this skinny, slim,
injury prone.
Who's
been your favourite player during your time watching?
I think it has to be between. It should be Gerrard, but that season Suarez gave us before he left was, I'll never forget that. That was
it was pretty
he was unplayable, and
it was so close.
It was
so close.
He was so motivated, and he single-handedly almost.
Just as it's so close this year. So, what do you reckon? Is it going to happen?
Right, I'm just going to put it on the podcast. Right, Gavin said something earlier. Which hurt. It hurt me. It hurt me, but it made a lot of sense. And do you want to tell the story of what you said that might have hurt me, but made a lot of sense?
I say a lot of things. I don't know. I've already forgotten.
You were talking about placing a bet on a certain team.
Oh, the insurance bet on.
The insurance bet. Yes, Gavin. Now explain to the listeners what the insurance bet is.
So my theory is that. Should Liverpool lose, I should be compensated for the emotional turmoil that I have suffered. I deserve financial compensation.
When he puts it like that, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So if City somehow manage to lose or drop points and Liverpool in the driver's seat, and there's value in putting money on City to win the league, I'd happily do that. Would you pay, let's say, £50 to see your team win the league? How much would you pay to see your team win the league?
Well, you don't have to pay anything.
You could pay nothing.
You could just enjoy it, Gavin.
You could just enjoy it.
However,
you could cover yourself.
In case they don't win it.
In case.
Man, you have supported Liverpool for a while.
Yeah, I know. It's like United fans this season. If they followed my theory, during the Mourinho time, they'd be
rolling in it.
Yeah.
A pile of money. So what was tell us the other one you did, that you were telling us about? Crystal Palace game?
Oh yeah.
So what was the thinking there?
A couple of years ago. Because everyone was so excited around that time. The hype was unbelievable. Everyone thought we were going to win it. I thought we were going to win it. But at the same time, you were like, we're used to things going wrong.
So when you were 3-0 up in that?
Yeah, against Palace.
So at 3-0 up, were you thinking, if we lose or draw this now, I'm going to be devastated unless I don't win some money? At 3-0, were you even contemplating that?
Because up until that season, I'd been like waiting for us to drop it. And I was like, I only put £10. I put £10 when Liverpool losing 3-0 to Palace.
The odds must have been brilliant.
Yeah. Trust me, I know. and then that happened.
And then it's like, who do I want to win? Who don't I want to win?
No, I still want Liverpool to. I don't care. For me, it's the process of you're paying £10 to watch.
So you think of it differently. When I bet, I usually think, that's 250 quid lost, rather than like a tenner lost. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it's not.
I think it is.
What's been your favourite Liverpool? Well, it doesn't have to be Liverpool. Let's do favourite Liverpool strip, and then favourite strip from around the world. Can include internationals and stuff like that.
Mine is the 2007-2008 one, the V-neck with Carlsberg, the Torres, Gerrard.
It's a bit of a throwback to a classic one, yeah.
Sure. Just that team, that shirt. That was when we were beating everyone, like Madrid, at Anfield. We were
that was
beating
great that game. Yeah.
that period when.
Yeah.
It was.
Should
it was
never
a good time.
Should never have let Xabi Alonso go and then not get Gareth Barry. I don't know what the hell that was about.
Gareth Barry.
In that mental.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Was, yeah.
It was like, we're going to get Gareth Barry, and he let Xabi Alonso go, and then didn't even get Gareth Barry. He went to Man City, didn't he?
And they're not exactly the same player, are they?
Who would you rather have in your squad? Let's face it.
Yeah.
Any other kits that you like that not necessarily Liverpool?
Apparently not. I've always.
You haven't got like a secret like Brazil shirt or?
I do. I had the Ronaldinho 10 shirt.
There you go.
Mum ruined it in the washing. All the paint's come off. Not the
paint.
You know what I mean?
What sort of shirt is this?
The printing.
Yeah.
And it's just, I just took it out.
Put it on 90-degree wash.
I was like, I just looked at it. I was like,
come out the size of a crisp packet.
What? I was like, this is a Ronaldinho shirt. That's the other player name that I had. There we go. That was the first. Okay, that was the first one. But yeah, I blocked it out because it's ruined.
Yeah.
Doesn't count anymore.
Yeah, you just said Ron at one point. Yeah.
I've always liked the Barcelona kits. I've always wanted like a Messi shirt.
So you in Messi's camp rather than Ronaldo's?
Yeah, I respect Ronaldo way more now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always thought Messi's.
So would they be like would you have a second team, like maybe a foreign team that you like watching? Would that be Barcelona or would you?
I can't say I watch enough Spanish football to say I'm
Okay.
Yeah. I guess I've always had a soft spot for West Ham.
West
Ham.
Ham.
Yeah, just because
Random.
They've suffered. You know they've. When I think of what Liverpool suffered, whenever Liverpool fuck up or anything, I'm just like, yeah, but think of what West Ham fans have
Think of the team.
Yeah. Think of what. Yeah.
What they've been through recently.
Yeah. Who else?
Soft spot. Yeah. So what about favourite goals? Do you have any that stood out in the way?
Yeah, I guess just the Suarez ones in his last season. The one.
Oh come on! You've got so many by Gerrard. Like the
but
saves.
it's too obvious. It's too obvious.
Olympian Arcos, like against West Ham in the FA Cup.
I know.
That was a cracker.
Yeah. Loads of them.
A lot of good Torres ones there. You don't want to mention him though.
I don't really. Yeah.
Sterling ones.
Yeah.
Sterling ones.
He did. He scored against Man City.
Yeah.
The 3-2 when we beat.
What's your feelings on Raheem?
I think he left for the right reasons. He left because he wanted to join a team that won trophies. Like he left because he left before we had Klopp.
Yeah.
And that was a team with Balotelli, Ricky Lambert. To go from that to Liverpool, I was like, I don't blame him. And then we got to sign Mane.
True.
At the time, everyone was saying, what was it 35 million for Mane? Everyone was like, wow, that's way too much money.
Yeah.
Turns
It's
out.
worked out, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's worked out quite well for us.
Worked out for both.
Yeah.
I've got no grudges against him.
Yeah. I can't stand him. No.
Really?
I think the way he went about it, because he was, I think he came out and said something like.
He did an interview.
Where he was saying that he's not being played week in, week out, and I think Brendan Rodgers was trying to integrate him into the side, but actually say, look, you're 18 years old or however old he was, like you're not a fully, he's not throwing you fully in.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna make sure you get there slowly but surely, and I think he was kind of proven right, wasn't he? He wanted to go and play
He's won medal trophies now, and he
Yeah.
got some medals.
There was something about the way he did it. I just didn't like it.
Felt slighted, did you?
Yeah, I did.
His agent said afterwards that if he knew Klopp was going to come, he probably would have stayed. So
Yeah, but
I just think it's a.
what's your thing on Coutinho? Like, do you think
I think he's.
because
I
he
just
forced
don't
his
care
move through,
anymore.
didn't
I
he?
don't care.
Yeah.
If we'd have suffered and we'd have been like a really bad team, I'd have been really upset and really you kind of left us in it. Like we developed you into a good player, and then everyone has this dream that they have to follow and whatever push through a transfer. But at the end of the day, we are playing pretty well, and the balance of those front three and stuff like that. You could argue like.
Do you not think
Would
you're
it have
missing
changed
someone
it?
like him in midfield?
We are, but still not enough.
But I know he used to play on
But
like
he used
wide
to play
for
that
you,
wide left, like sort of
But
off the front. Three.
imagine he was in like the hole behind the three, and you had two more defensive.
And two defensive.
Got Fabinho.
Yeah.
He plays as like two defensive midfielders. But
It would be
that
bad.
midfield. It's just I don't know.
If he was
there's not like a three you can pin down, is there? that are like,
If Coutinho was up for sale and and we had a buyback clause or something like that, I think they should do it. I'd take him back.
I don't think even Klopp would take him back because what
He
he's
should
relying
take
on now is purely on wing backs. So like his three
Suppose,
midfielders, he just wants workers.
yeah.
We've got no creativity in midfield, and he doesn't even care because we got Alexander Arnold and Robertson just pumping all the way down. He just wants midfielders to cover them and let them cross. Let them.
To
do
be
whatever they
fair,
want.
both of them have got a hell of a cross on them.
Yeah.
Right.
They're-
They have, yeah.
So like weekend's football then. Let's go into it.
So let's kick off Chelsea, mate. What's going on?
No, we're going to.
No. Let's
We'll
kick
come
off
back
Chelsea.
to that.
No, Gavin wants to talk to you about Chelsea,
No,
don't you?
we want to talk about Liverpool.
No, come on.
I
Sorry.
think we should switch it
I
up.
think we should talk about Chelsea, mate. Yeah. What's going on?
It's shite. No, do you know what we won? So
You won, yeah.
I know. Yeah, we won in
On paper?
in the last 6 minutes. On paper, you look at
On
that.
paper, you got
2-1
3 points.
against Cardiff.
Yeah.
You know, it should be easier than that. 2-1, but
Yeah.
it's a win's a win. But watching the actual game, we were terrible.
And Chelsea fans
Boring.
getting on
It's
getting on the
exactly
back
the
of
same. I was saying to you guys earlier, same. It's like watching the same film over and over again. But it's a film that you don't really like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I've seen this before. They're going to knock it round for a while, not have a shot at all until like the 40th minute, and then that'll go over the bar. And then it will just carry on. And then we get caught in the sucker punch on the break, which happened straight after half time. And then, it's just. And then we got lucky to get back in it. Obviously, the first goal was well offside.
Yeah.
It's like 2 yards offside. And then, Cardiff just sort of fell asleep for the last one. I mean, I'm happy they won, but it does sort of hide the fact that we weren't very good.
Yeah.
In that game. And I'm not going to hang because I feel like I'm repeating myself. I feel like John Berry. He's always like saying that about Hearts. He's like, I'm repeating myself and stuff. But no, I'm doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
The exact same thing.
Do you reckon you can still make top 4?
Well, no, not anymore.
You're only 3 points
But
behind
the
third.
performances have just not picked up enough to be able to warrant the fact that
So
we're going to get
are you
there.
pinning your hopes on winning the Europa League
I think they'll have to,
to get
they
back
have
in
to.
the Champions League?
Because Arsenal's run-in is a lot easier than everyone else. Now that they're
They're in the
third
driving
now,
seat.
I don't think they're going to fall out of that unless they have an absolute meltdown, which is possible.
It is possible.
It is
with Arsenal,
possible.
Yeah.
But realistically, they shouldn't go out of that top 4 with the games they've got left.
And they've overtaken Spurs, so let's go on
Well,
to
Spurs
that.
are having a bit of a dodgy run as
They've
well.
just
so-
dive bombed, haven't they? A little bit.
I mean, they're in trouble. Man United, before we go into that, were not brilliant in that game, in their game either. So I mean, it's up and down with that. But
Yeah.
I think we're playing the worst out of all of them.
I would agree.
Yeah.
At the moment, at the moment, I think Chelsea are that they're not playing as a team. They're not, I don't
No.
think he knows who to put out.
No.
I always think you should put out your strongest team, I don't know if he's saving Hazard or Kante because he's starting him on the bench.
Well, he said they played a lot in international.
Played a lot
so-
international, But why not? They're professional footballers. They're fit athletes. Play your strongest team.
Yeah.
Get ahead and then rest them. Then take them off for 20 minutes or what at the end of the game, rather than. Well, I suppose it did work because he threw them on and they won the game.
Yeah.
Hazard for 30 minutes and still won the game.
But the thing is, with Hudson-Odoi factor as well, it's like if you're not going to play him after he's had like such a great international break where he's got his
and
first
he's riding on that high,
playing well for England,
Yeah.
his confidence must be soaring.
Did you see his
They
face?
just knocked him straight back. Yeah, I did.
His face on the bench, he was just.
What a way to try and
devastated.
keep your talent at the club, eh?
That's shocking.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's move on.
Alright, let's move on. So we've
So
got
Spurs.
Alderweireld
Spurs
as
and
our player of the season at the moment.
Lloris?
Lloris,
I don't
player of the
rule out
season.
Rulli-
Yeah, they're contenders. It was a gift. Let's face it. Like
I mean, Alderweireld could do nothing about that.
second half, Spurs probably should have they were edging it, and they probably should have nicked it from us. But I don't know. You need that
We were
kind of.
talking
You
earlier,
need that
weren't we?
look, don't you?
That's
You need that.
Sissoko.
Yeah.
2-on-1.
2-on-1
and
was-
Son, and he was just looking for Son the whole time. He just didn't want to go on his own.
I think
at
it
all.
was
And then he panicked.
a little
Van Dijk
biased.
did really
I
well.
was going to say it's a little
He did
biased.
really
but
well.
Jamie Carragher, when he was analysing that, he said that is some of the best defending because it's basically 2-on-1.
And rather than
than
going
go
to any player, he just
straight to him, he was in the middle. So
Yeah.
so
He
he
kept
made
wavering, didn't he?
Sissoko basically not be able to just play in
Yeah.
Son and forced him down to take the
Yeah,
shot.
because in the analysis they were saying that same thing.
Brilliant
It was like Van Dijk was thinking, what do I prefer? Ball
Yeah.
going to Son and Son shooting, or allowing Sissoko to get a shot
Just
away?
keep running.
It's
Yeah,
like-
exactly. Just keep.
He
Yeah,
gambled.
I'll go for Sissoko,
Yeah.
yeah. I think because Son can probably bury it.
Virgil's just been
How
amazing.
comfortable are you watching Liverpool now?
Yeah, it's
Just having Virgil van Dijk.
it's
Just
so random. isn't it?
I'm just so relaxed.
Yeah.
It's the best thing.
It's
when
nice,
you go,
yeah.
Matty kind of takes it away sometimes.
Oh, guys, I remember them days. It was fun while it lasted.
Yeah. No,
When
it's
you've got
nice.
defenders, it's so
When you've
hard.
got defend-
Just
yeah.
like, you know, obviously you're going to let the odd goal in, but most of the time,
It's just
Yeah.
fun to watch.
Yeah.
You just know you got a chance.
Spurs have been pretty solid. Lloris hasn't been playing very well. I know it's that goalkeeper position that's kind of obvious when they make a mistake, but he should be holding that header from Salah.
Well,
he
he's-
should.
he's had these all throughout his time at Tottenham, hasn't he? I mean, Dwayne Ginn has come
Not
out
been
and said
great.
about the fact that he's let him down too many times now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's obviously saved them loads as well.
Yeah.
Like, he pulls off weldies, and then
Yeah.
he'll do something weird to a shot that he should be holding.
Yeah.
Like, which is crazy, yeah. But I suppose all goalkeepers have, most goalkeepers have it in them.
Yeah.
But I think Spurs didn't deserve to lose. I think they played really well. They
Second
created
half,
loads
they
of
did.
chances.
They really did. Yeah.
And I'm hoping they could do something against City because they are good enough. They're good enough
Well,
to.
that's what you've got left, isn't it? That's what they've got left. City. Is that
City
the? Oh, they got United as well. haven't
No,
they?
United. United's the one that.
And you lot have got to beat us,
Yeah.
which you should do.
Yeah,
Let's-
it's
Which we
not
probably
as
won't.
scary as-
Which we probably won't.
I mean, honestly, if that happens and you lose to us,
I
and
know.
that's what it is.
Isn't
I
that
mean,
crazy?
I
6 games left, and you're kind of like, oh, it's like.
I think it's different this time though. If it was Mourinho, I'd be scared.
Yeah.
But with Sarri, I think it's
We'll
just.
just take them.
I think we'd be the
I think you will as well.
the decider. If we beat Chelsea, I think that's his job.
He's gone.
Officially
I think
gone, yeah.
Sarri will go. Okay. All right, let's do a quick fire for Gavin before we finish up.
Alright.
So, you got to answer yes or no.
Mm.
Liverpool win the title.
Yes.
Man City win the title.
No.
That was a silly question.
Just
Chelsea
a bit of
top
fun.
4.
Just a bit of fun.
Yes.
Really?
Oh.
I
Don't try and please me, Gavin, 'cause
I want
I don't think
Arsenal. I want Arsenal and Chelsea to get top 4 instead of United and Spurs.
fair dues.
That's fair enough.
Yeah,
That's
it
fair
is.
enough. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, good news for Man United or bad news for Man United? I know that's not yes or no, but
On an unbiased point of view, I think it's good news.
I really fucked up my quick fire.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's open this up.
Yes.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We haven't really talked about it. So he's been given the job at Man United.
Yeah.
It's good for Ole, good for Man United. What do we think?
Good for both, I think. I mean, considering what he's done so far. Just very weird timing.
Yeah. Should have waited till the end of the season, probably, but I don't know.
The only
Maybe
thing-
it'll give him the confidence to kind of go on and
Against
hopefully
us.
get, 5th position.
The only thing I could think is like the Norwegian league starting up again, maybe, and they needed to sort out which team
Yeah.
was going to be. He needed to sort out his contract with the other one.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was strange timing.
Very strange timing, and this podcast has been a strange time as well. We've got no time for a quiz. Sorry, guys.
But we must touch on Huddersfield being relegated. Just before we
Huddersfield
go.
have been relegated.
Yeah.
They're
Really?
out of there.
Yeah,
Actually?
they're gone.
Oh,
Officially
that's
gone.
brilliant.
The quickest, joint quickest to go down after
Yeah.
with Derby or something.
And on that note, we'll see you next week. We'll have a quiz. Mr. Berry will be back, and have a good one.